Satan. All right. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shah, Kolo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Chaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, who rule well and teach well, where we learn this knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. This is Lakamah Kama from the Virginia branch of Great Millstone. Quick hit. I came across this the other day. And matter of fact, let me see if I could get what this is called. Give me 2 seconds, Salakia. I'm going through the spirit. Let me see if I can find that. No, I forget what it's called, but all right. It says real quick, Tengu, a demon from Japanese mythology, has a 1,300-year-old origin. According to folklore, Tengu was known for his large nose, a strange tiny hat, inciting wars among the local population and kidnapping children from villages at night. Nothing of interest here. Now moving along, and it's a video. But I don't want to play the videos because I might get copyright infringement or whatever. But I forget what this thing is called. I remember reading on it, but the issues, they put this little cube box. Matter of fact, that's what I should put in it. Let me check. Hold on. That's what I'll do. There we go. Yeah, it's called a tefillin or phylacteries. I remember that was the word a phylactery. It says they contain parchment scrolls with the Torah verses included Shema and are worn to bind the heart and the mind to the Most High. The head box sits above the forehead, representing intellect, while the arm box represents physical action. See, that's not scriptural, you know what I mean? That's not biblical. That's the shit they do. But they supposedly have the Torah in it, but does that not, it's crazy that they have the nickname Small Hats, and they're known for having big noses, right? And this is a demon, a Japanese demon. So we know, the practices of the issues are demonic. They're not who they say they are, and their book that they read is very wicked. You know what I mean? And we know that because of why. He's the head tribe of Esau, so he's of the wicked. Let's go to Malachi 1:4. I just went here the last lesson, but it hits on nail on the head. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever. So, we could get that. Let's go and get indignation. Hold on, make sure I'm spelling it right. Yeah, indignation. It says fury, rage, disrespect. So the Lord has a fury against Esau, Edom, man. You can't get around it. These guys are perpetrating something that they are not, Let's go to Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So this guy's been covering up who they are, who we are. He wants to rule the earth forever, but, the scriptures say that, we got next, you know what I mean? And, this is just something that came across. This ain't gonna be a long lesson, but come on, man. Look at these pictures, man. You cannot make this up, man. The Lord has a sense of humor, man. You know? Let's go to Obadiah real quick, because this guy is a madman who thinks he's going to rule forever. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And it's speaking of Jake, right? But this is right here, verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that said in the heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And Salakia, behold, I have made thee small. He's speaking of Esau as well, but we've been made small, Salakia. But it says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And this guy, these people are very proud. They continue to think that they'll reign forever. But hey, man, he's being exposed. Being very much exposed, man. And there's nothing he can do about it now. That's why they got all these laws and legislations and anti such and such, man. That don't matter no more, man, because the truth is coming out. So now, what is he gonna do? He's gonna try to clip the wings, essentially. You know what I mean? There was something I wanted to get, because like I said, I'm just going through the spirit with it. Let me see if I could get that. This is my little Rolodex. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. At the end of the day, man, for all the iniquity that this madman has done, he has to pay. You know what I mean? And once we get our glory back, he will pay. He got to do what we did, but double. He going to have to build the kingdom up. But, only time that he's going to rest is on the Shabbat. Because he ain't let us rest, He put pain and torture on us. So it's only right that they drink double of that cup, But like I said, man, this wasn't going to be long. It's just something I saw. So I wanted to share it with brothers. You cannot make this up. The little square box and this big nose, because what they call them, big nose, small hats. You know what I mean? So hey man, the time is coming up. We entering into the latter part of his kingdom, and we about to go into our kingdom. So we need to thank the Lord, the Wadiyah B'Shem Yahushua for that. But I hope this quick video was edifying. Until next time, we'll give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Chahakdash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone. Kwame Yasha'Allah, Shalom.